What is up, guys? It is the one, the only FatalOnion here. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a groovy good day, because I know I am. You want to know why? We're breaking down my 2022 revenue with photography, whether that be sports, senior portrait work, whatever you have you be, anything photography related for the year of 2022. The reason why I'm making this video is just to kind of give people a better idea of what to expect as an amateur photographer and what to expect to earn, really. Because I've been seeing a lot of these just crazy videos of people earning 6 digits for their revenue, which, I mean, what do you expect when somebody's been in the game for a long time and knows what they're doing? But seriously, it's something inspiring to get to that number, but I just want to give people an idea what to expect as an amateur. So without further ado, we're going to break it down into 3 different sections of my revenue. We're going to be breaking it out into athlete coverage, which is a service I provide for pretty much sports related. If there's a sporting event going on, I put a little sign up thing where parents can pay, or athletes can pay, to have me focus specifically on a person, where I get some really cool action shots of them performing in football, volleyball, basketball, whatever have you be. So that's category 1. Category 2 is going to be senior portrait work, which, if it wasn't for my sports photography, I would not have my senior portrait work. So thank you, sports photography, very much for doing so well for the year of 2022, if I may say. And the third category will be prints, whether that be from senior portrait prints or just my sports photo prints. That will be the third category. So we're going to begin with the first section, and that is, again, athlete coverage. This is where my bread and butter was, that really excelled my sales and just put a name for me in my area with it. So it's very exciting. So we first started shooting in the month of August. By any means, it was not a crazy month. We only earned 1 sale, and that was $49.50. Not a lot of money, but again, this was when I was first starting out and actually trying a new sport other than like local running events and track and field meets that I just did for free, just to kind of build a portfolio and gain some experience. So moving on into the month of September, we made a total of $488.25. This was very exciting because this is when I was starting to get more of a grasp with football and how to take good pictures, as well as getting into volleyball. And it was very exciting because my first volleyball match or game that I attended, I was all sold out. So it's just crazy to think that many people, you know, were happy to have me come to the volleyball game and, you know, let me focus on their athlete and get some very cool photos of them. Moving on to October. October was my peak month of the year. We earned a total of $700 on the dot with my sports photography. A lot of crazy games going on. You know, playoffs was starting to amp up, and a lot of people wanted me to come to a specific game because it's playoffs, you know. It's a big game, very big game. Moving on to November, this was when things started slowing down just a slight bit, just because there was holidays. You know, you had Thanksgiving, playoffs is still going through. You know, you got the semifinal game and all that stuff. You know, not a whole lot of action going on. So in the month of November, we only earned a total of $532.50. A pretty solid month, I will say, given that there wasn't a whole lot of games, as mentioned. But seriously, still very happy with that outcome. And moving on in December, this was, you know, a very slow period. This was where, well, it's not really a slow period. I only shot 2 events. 1 event was canceled, so only 1 event I shot, I guess you could say. And that was a total of $252.50. It was a new season of basketball was starting up. I never took basketball photos before, so not a lot of people really wanted to sign up to begin with. And again, I only shot 1 event, so not a whole lot going on there, but still, $252.50. I gotta say, that is a pretty stellar number right there. So all in all total up from August to December, I earned a total of $1,842.50 with my athlete coverage services. I do gotta chime in here. If you have any sort of tipping option for your checkout or whatever, however you take your payment, if you have a tipping option, I highly recommend you include it. Because out of that $1,842, I made a total of $130 out of tips, which is absolutely crazy that people, you know, like my work that much that they wanted to show their appreciation a little bit more and throw in a few extra dollars. So if you do have a tipping option, I highly recommend you include it. So now we're going to move into prints. Print sales were a lot higher than I anticipated. I was not expecting any print sales to sell, for that matter. So during my track season, when I shot track just to kind of help build up my portfolio, get some experience, just have some enjoyment, I guess you could say, with my camera, I earned a total of $118.98 from like March to June with print sales. Again, I can't really break it down in month-to-month ratios just because it was just one giant payout. But still, $118 for some prints. I'll take it. That was a very exciting number. I remember when I first saw my first ever print sale pop up in my email. I was like, dude, somebody's buying my work. That's crazy. It was very exciting. And then moving on into, August to December print sales, there was a total amount of $760.48 of prints purchased, but only $365.56 was profit. So that's a pretty solid chunk of change, $365. Hey, I'll take it. Again, was not expecting a lot of print sales, but I was blown away. I'm very happy with that outcome. And then moving on into senior portrait work. Again, I very much thank sports photography for this, because without sports photography, I wouldn't have had any senior portrait work, because all my seniors came from, my sports work, which is very cool, I guess you can say, that, my sports work coincides with my senior portrait work, and they just kind of combine together, and when one's doing well, the other's doing well. It's just very cool to see both sides of my business growing together. So total, I only shot 3 shoots I think there was one in August, one in September, and one in October. A total of $700 was earned from those. I know a lot of people might be thinking that's not a lot of money by any means, and I was just trying to build some experience with portrait work just because I had never shot photos of a senior before, and I just didn't know how to price myself, especially in my market. I am one of very few photographers, and I don't know or at least at the time, what a good price point was. So all in all, $700 for the senior portrait work. So everything all compiled together, I earned a total of $3,027.04. That is a crazy amount of money, if you ask me, for just a few months of taking pictures and earning a revenue off of it. Because of that, I was able to buy this nice lens. Well, I bought it prior to shooting any sort of sports for August and onward. So the money I earned helped pay for this, I guess you can say, which is very cool. But seriously, very exciting year, $3,027.04. Very excited about that, and I'm also very excited to see what the new year of 2023 will bring, because it's been almost a month now into January, and I already earned roughly like $500 off of my athlete coverage, with a lot of inquiries to senior portrait work coming in the later months, like when summer hits and such. So it's very exciting to see such a promising start to the year after having a crazy quarter with $3,000 in my pocket from photography. Again, that's not really all in my pocket, so I'm going to have to pay taxes for that in another couple of weeks here when tax season rolls around here. But still, all in all, I'm very happy with that number, and I hope this kind of gave you a good insight of what to expect as an amateur photographer. This might be a broad spectrum, because where I live, there's not really a lot of photographers, for one, and two, there's literally no sports photographers. And if there are, they do not take nearly as good quality pictures as I do. Not to like boast or brag about myself, but I am like one of the only people that take very good quality pictures with sports. So I'm kind of an anomaly, I guess you can say, in my area. But nonetheless, I hope this kind of gave you a good insight, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in a future video or live stream, whenever that will be. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.